On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making the moves. Data flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof. A building portfolio's taking well over exceptional gain. I'm chopping this game. So participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pan full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an otter gang with an auto flame. With a lot of hate. Get above the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing guys so pretentious. Grapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me for the TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto, on the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto.
What? You got two Canadian hobbits doing TA? You mean to tell me that we are here listening to two Canadian hobbits do TA? What's going on? Otter gang, gang, gang. Pickle gang, gang, gang. Who would have thought an otter would have been hanging out with pickles, would have been hanging out with all this wild stuff? What's going on, guys? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Otter Gang. We got a special guest today for you guys, and I'm not even going to do much of an intro. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Billy Goat Tails, Nick Musgrave, Matt BTC, Jonathan Schaefer, Andy Lee, C90, all you guys coming through. Much love to every single one of you guys. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. But we got limited time here. We got to get to the man. So jumping over here on my collab cam with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Trader Geo's in the house. My guy, man. Thank you so much for initially you reached out to me, man. God bless you, man. Thank you for that. And you know, ever since then, you know, we've realized that we live right across the road from each other. We're gonna go to Wonderland one day. And we both kick ass with Market Cypher and have been put on by Face and trying to bring some alpha to a whole bunch of people and hopefully definitely carrying a message of profits to a lot of people. So what's going on, man? How's your day been? What's good? How you been?
Alex, bro, thanks for having me. First of all, I really appreciate coming on the channel, man. Yeah, hello, everybody. If you don't know who I am, my name is Trader Geo. Alex and I got put on by CryptoFace literally at the same time. We actually got announced together on the same video. So super exciting. And then coincidentally, we literally live half an hour away, give or take, from each other. So we got an amusement park near both of us. And perhaps one day, if you guys are lucky, we'll go to Wonderland and we'll vlog it. we'll do a vlog. But yeah, man, I mean, the day is busy, man. Like, you know, being the creator end of it, you know, we talked very minimally here off camera, but being a creator is a lot, but it's fun. And, you know, we are kind of like the new wave here, you know, like, I don't know how really you got into crypto and all this, but we weren't, I mean, at least me, I wasn't here last cycle. No. So we're kind of that like new wave of collaborators, the new generation almost. And, you know, being put up together, being brought up together and being so close, you know, I'm obviously my channel, my community is a fan of you. Yours is a fan of me. So I shouldn't you
It's
know, we'll see who knows me and who doesn't know me. But yeah, man, it's good to be here, bro. It's
it's
good to be here.
incredible. Yeah. No, I mean I'm like a Terra Luna collapse baby. I shorted
Yeah.
that thing with $1,000 account. I was up 12 grand, and then it came back, and I was over leveraged, and it liquidated me. And that was like,
Oh,
welcome to crypto. That's my cherry popping story. So yeah, man, it's crazy how you know, we got put on. We live so close to one another. We're doing this content thing. It is exhausting and stuff like that. However, like we were talking about, the risk to reward for putting in all the effort to having a community and having a whole bunch of people who believe in us, and not only believe us but trust us, and put their not necessarily their trading hands, but they allow us to kind of steer them in the right direction and kind of open their eyes to a new look, to a new kind of way of trading. And I know that you have an amazing system, and I'm very happy to be able to share that with my community, because I've gone through all your videos, bro. Like I'm just like I'm hungry for it. You're like me in the sense where you have spent hours upon hours on like the 30-second time frame with the blinders on, watching market cipher, watching price action, and you develop an eye for things. And I can see it. I saw your random ass stream the other day where you just decided to go long, and you're just like, price action says it's gonna go long, right? Bang, you hit the friggin' long trade, and boom, it goes up, and you're just like, what? I'm up $300 right now, and this is a demonstration. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? So I mean, it's amazing once you train that eye and how you learn the way market cipher works, that you can actually have just an eye and a knack for it, where you can develop, you know, such a strategy where you're making nice profits and then able to help other people do the same thing, right?
Yeah, man, for sure. Like I said, like we're kind of the new generation, and I kind of take it upon myself. Like it's our responsibility to pay it forward. You know, if the people don't know, I learned not the market cipher stuff. That was a lot, like a long process in itself, but I learned a lot from what I know from Jay. Obviously a big influence of mine. And I believe that, for example, what he is to me is what I am to, you know, my audience, and what I'm sure you are to your audience. Like we hold
Yeah.
responsibility now. Our words have weight now, where a couple years ago, while you were having your Luna collapse, you know, like other people would have got liquidated. Like, I don't care if I get liquidated, but if my people get liquidated, you know, that's a big problem. And so, you know, I really hold that responsibility. I take it seriously. We talked a little bit, like the whole content thing is hard, but the benefit way outweighs the the difficulty of it, we'll say, like being consistent, whatever. And I'm sure you get it all the time, bro. Like I'm sure you get the good messages. Um, you know, Alex, you're changing my life. Alex, thank you so much. You know, you have the people that tune into you every single day, as do I. And I think that it's our best interest, like to, man, I said it. We are the new generation, and
man.
we are going to be that step forward. And our influences, like the people that have influenced us, that's what we are to these people. And perhaps in 4 years' time, when we are at the beginning of a bull market again, there's going to be a new generation, and we can be out there extending that hand, paying it forward, you know, because we were helped by the man himself, Crypto Face. And you know, I try to give as much as I can. And as for the market cipher stuff, yeah, bro, like I say this all the time. I say this all the time. And to anybody at home right now that's listening, that's struggling with market cipher, I get it. Okay, it's not always, you know, sunshine and rainbows. It's not always as easy as just use basic strategy, at least in my opinion. And the way that I learned this indicator really is, first of all, you need to understand when it comes to the markets is that everything is fractal in nature. Okay, so when you are watching the 1 minute time frame, for example, which is how I learned and how I preach to my community, if you want to learn market cipher or anything for that matter, watch it on the 1 minute time frame. It's important, in my opinion, to understand that the 1 minute moves the same way as the 1 hour, for example, which moves the same way as the daily time frame. Alex, do you mind just putting up my chart here for a second?
Absolutely, because they do all move the same. I totally agree with you. I'm going over to your chart now. But
right,
they
let me
do.
know what,
They do.
Let me know when we're
You're
when
up.
when
You're
we're
up, and you're
popping
good to
here.
go,
Okay.
man.
All right, so this is my chart right now, and this is something I preach literally all the time. Guys, I got some funky candles here, and we're gonna talk about the funky candles here
Yes,
in
I want the
in a
funky
little
candle
bit.
talk,
We're
man.
gonna we're gonna talk about it, but if you don't look at the time right now, okay, let's just say we don't know this is a 4-hour chart. This could be anything. This could be a 4-hour, this could be a daily, this could be a 1 minute. It's all the same. Everything moves fractal, and this is just how it is in nature. And once you understand that concept and you get like, guys, bots run the whole market. Okay. I have a very different approach to things, which, you'll be introduced to later on in the stream today. But I believe in market makers. I believe that, market makers are moving the price to attack liquidity. I believe that market makers are generating liquidity or trying to find imbalances or whatever, which again, we're going to get into that. But that being said, it's all fractal, which means that your 1 minute time frame will oscillate, right? Market Cipher B is an oscillator. Your 1 minute will oscillate the same way that your 1 hour will, and the same way that your 4-hour will, or your daily will, right? And so when you can sit on the 1 minute time frame and just watch, don't even try to trade, just watch it on the 1 minute time frame, you'll start to notice that, like, let's pull up Market Cipher B alone. You'll start to notice that sometimes you get tripped up. Okay, look at how right now on Market Cipher B on the 1 minute time frame, we kind of curved here. This probably generated a red dot and then it psyched you out, right? Like, let's go back in time. Let's see if it gave us a red dot. I don't know. Let's see if it did.
And it's so important to be able to back test properly, right? And kind of look at that as well is so important, because I think Market Cipher 2, for me, it's very predictive, where I can forecast, from the daily down to the 12, down to the 4, down to the 1 hour, then into my 15-minute, and then I'm entering on a 3-minute. You know what I mean? So like I can build the narrative through the time zones and then break it down and execute a longer trade through a shorter term time frame, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, without knowing full TA, we'll call it, quote unquote, full TA, you can absolutely be a profitable trader just using Market Cipher. But it's just if you know what to look for and you know how the oscillator moves. And so, like, this is a good example. Look at how we had the momentum wave curve, and it almost gave us a red dot, but it didn't. And then it psyched you out. Okay. And then obviously, whatever happens now happens. Who cares? Now with a red dot, fine. The reason that I'm bringing this to everybody's attention here is that the way that we got psyched out here on the 1 minute time frame is the same way that you're going to get psyched out here on the 1 hour time frame. Okay. And like I did with like we said earlier, with removing the time frames, if I just remove the price action and I just show you the oscillator, this could be the 1 minute, this could be the daily, this could be the 4-hour, this could be the weekly, right? So they all move the same. And when I preach to learn the 1 minute time frame, it's because it's like muscle memory almost. Like, you'll get a feel, and it's hard to explain, but you'll get a feel for what might happen next. And because all the time frames move the same, you'll get a feel for your, what they call the environmental time frame, which could be your 1 hour, right? So you could say, all right, well, the green dot is forming, but I don't really like the way the green dot is looking, because you've done the work on the 1 minute time frame and you've had that feel for when those fake outs on those green dots, just one element of Market Cipher, are going to play out. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's so true. And like being able to see that, and then like you said, that environmental time frame is so important, which kind of is like your anchor to all of the rest of them, building that narrative around it. I think that's so important. And understanding that it looks the same on all the different time frames. It's just a matter of time when it comes to that. So for me, it's like, okay, like, what is my time horizon for this move to happen? Maybe it's like, if I'm on a 5 minute, then I'm looking for a couple hours for if I'm scalping maximum, right? And then if I'm trading a 4 hour and the move's on the 4 hour, well, maybe I'm looking at a couple days, right, for that play to happen, right?
Yeah, man, it's all fractal in nature. And then when you can combine Market Cipher with, for example, vector candles, guys, I'm about to blow your mind here. But
Here it comes, guys. Here comes the funky candles, man.
When you combine it with vector candles, and then also TA, I'm not going to touch too much on TA because Alex got that down. But when you combine that with vector candles, it's a very powerful tool. So Alex, if you give me the green light, bro, I'm ready to blow your mind here.
I want the full pickle power, full thrusters. Let's go light speed, bro. Let's see.
All right, let's talk about let's talk about these vector candles. All right. So first things first, this indicator is called TR main. Okay. If you come to indicators on the top and you write TR main, it is this one here, Traders Reality Main, and it is a free indicator.
Since
Now, when
we've
you
met,
guys,
I put TR main and it's in my list and I have not even turned it on. Oh, we just lost you. 1 second here. Is it gonna pop back on? 1 second.
okay,
Oh, we lost you for a second there.
we're
And
good now.
you're back. Yeah, you're back.
Okay, cool, cool. All right.
TR main.
Yeah, so TR main is the indicator. For those who want to follow at home. By the way, I look pale AF next to you. I just saw it right now.
I got
on my
that.
phone.
I don't know, man. I got the Italian skin. Maybe it's my.
Yeah.
You got a better beard though, so you know
Fair,
we're
fair.
okay there.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. All right, so let's talk about these vector candles. So when you open up TR main, it's going to look like a disaster. Okay, it's going to look like an absolute nightmare. The default version of TR main is going to look like this.
Yeah, that's ugly.
It's loading. It's not even. We're not even there yet. Give it. It's going to look like this. Like this is horrendous. Okay,
That's like
now
a
I'm not
bad
gonna.
Christmas.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna. This looks, guys, I know this looks very overwhelming, and I don't even use it like this. So let me go back to how I do use it. Let's hide the VWAP and the Bollinger Band. So this is how we're at right now. Okay. I'm not gonna go over the settings, but you need to if you want the settings, you know, perhaps Alex can link you to the right place to get my settings, whatever, later. I'm not going to waste the time with the settings right now. I want to talk about these vector candles. Okay. So first things first, let me just show you what it looks like without the vector candles. These are my color scheme. Okay. We're going to hide market cipher B here as well. I got white for the up and I got gray for the down. Okay. So if I turn on TR main, you can see 4 new colors. We have red vector candles. We have pink vector candles. We have blue vector candles, and we have purple green vector candles. So green, blue for up, red, and pink for down. Okay. Now I want to explain what vector candles are so you guys understand why you can pair it with market cipher and really nail your trades here. Okay. So remember, the way that I trade is more of a smart money approach, and I'm always thinking of market makers. I'm always thinking of liquidity. I'm always looking for imbalances, etc. Okay, let me just manage my trades here real quick. Cool. Now, when you see a vector candle, essentially what that means is it is an increase of tick volume. Now, tick volume is not your standard volume. Okay, your standard volume are on the bottom here, right? And let's just use this big candle here, for example, this one red vector candle. Let's just say this one vector candle had $1 million worth in that candle. Okay. Your tick volume is the number of transactions that occurred within that 1 million. Okay. So if there were 10 transactions in that candle of $100,000, right, it would add up to 1 million, but your tick volume would be 10. So it's the number of transactions that occurred within that candle. You with me so far?
Yeah, bro. That makes sense.
Cool. So
you explain it better than Tino, and that's like listening to my wife, you know, because she's British.
I appreciate that. So that's the first thing you need to understand. Okay. Now we got to understand why that's important. Why do we need to know? Okay, there's more tick volume. There's more transactions here. Why does that matter? The reason that matters is because the only people that can open and close that many positions are actually. Let me backtrack. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Red vector candles and green vector candles are 200% or more greater tick volume than your previous 10 candles. Okay. So it's an average. So this is the best example here. We have a bunch of non-vector candles, which means market makers are not present here. And then all of a sudden we have 200% or more tick volume, and you can see that price went down.
And you can see that with the volume at the bottom. Yeah, that's good.
Exactly. So we have more volume and we have more transactions in this one candle than we did here by 2 times, because it's 200% or more, right? By at least 200%. The reason that's important is because the only people that can open up and close, for example, that many transactions within that time period are market makers, right? Yeah. And so what happens when you have red vector candles to the downside, it is actually market makers are limit longing. Okay. Remember, in order for somebody to sell, somebody has to buy. Okay. And we can't follow market orders, but in order for somebody to sell, somebody has to buy. So if market makers are limit longing the entire way down, then that means that
they're filling a position, or
that means they're filling positions. But who's shorting? Retail is market shorting
into them. Yes. Okay.
into
So that
them,
makes
because
sense.
you're human and I'm human, and we all feel the FOMO.
Chase the price. Yeah, bro.
And people are like, "Oh my, like Bitcoin's dumping. Let me short quickly. Let me get in."
I always say, don't chase the price, man. It's so true, man.
Never,
it's so true.
And so what happens is, because we're also human, when let's just say this is the average order for the retail, okay? For the ones that market shorted late to the party, or the breakout traders, let's just say, right? Those people will be in profit right now, okay? And your market maker will be in drawdown, correct?
Yep.
Because if the market maker
is slowly getting in there, yeah.
If the market maker limit order is here, right? They're in drawdown. Market makers are in drawdown right now because retail shorted, okay? The problem that people tend to have is when they're in profits, they don't take profits, right? Because humans are greedy, and we know that the market is a psychological game, but humans are greedy, so they don't take profit down here because they see, oh, I'm up 100, I'm up 200, I'm up 500, I'm up 1,000, I'm up 10,000, whatever the number is. I want more. That's just how people are. They're reluctant to close their winning positions. So what happens now? Well, market maker's underwater, right? We know that. Market maker's underwater because market maker was limit longing on this move to the downside. Okay. So what needs to happen in order for market maker to realize a profit? Number one, they need to bring price back up. This is an imbalance, but they need to bring price back up so that they can break even at least, right? Like they have margin as well. So their margin is locked up in addition to them being in drawdown.
Okay, that makes sense.
Newsflash to anyone who may not know, market makers don't lose, okay? So they have very, very, very deep pockets. Market makers don't lose. So what do? They start to range. They manipulate the range. They induce traders into thinking that price is going to continue going down, which is why we see wicks at the lows, okay? This is all a range is. A range is just to generate liquidity so that they can continue to build long positions and maybe average down, for example, whatever the case is. They know that Mr. Retail here is not going to take profits because humans are greedy, to only snap price back up, realize a return on all of the longs that market makers been making on this whole move down, and then take profit here. What happens up here? Billy Joe, Billy Jean, whatever the name, Mr. Retail, Mr. Retail that shorted here starts saying, "Oh man, I should have taken profits." And what do? They either close their position at break even, or most likely it hits their stop loss, or they FOMO out here. And it's funny. What's interesting is that we have no problem closing positions at a loss because we don't want to lose more. But we're very reluctant to close positions at a win because we want more. That is essentially what your market makers are. So it is a good indication of where an imbalance resides and where it is very likely for price to go return next. Now, I have a rule with Market Cipher. Okay, I have two rules. One of them is the thicker the money flow, the more chance of divergence.
Yeah, that was yesterday. The thicker the money flow.
Yeah, you're aware of that rule. One.
That's a good rule, man.
Thank you. That's my number one rule. My second number one rule, because I don't have 1 and 2, I just have 2 number ones. My second number one rule is whenever you see a green dot on Market Cipher, you got to look to the left and say that these vector candles can get recovered. It doesn't mean they're always going to, because sometimes they don't, but it can get recovered. And you're not allowed to say, or no, you're not allowed to be surprised if it does get recovered and you had a stop loss. Let's just say, hypothetically, I wanted to short right now. Okay, let's just say I want to short right now, which I don't advise, and I'm also not an advisor. I'm also 5'2 3/4 for anyone that doesn't know.
I'm 5 3/8 or something. 5'4 3/8, bro. Same shit.
There you go. There you go, man. Same city, same height. Yeah. So let's just say you wanted to short here for whatever reason and you were targeting lower. You're not allowed to put your stop loss. A lot of people would put their stop loss above this high. You know, maybe they'd put it above this high, whatever. right? You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed. And if you do and you get stopped out, I don't feel sorry for you because the money is here. Okay. I always say follow the money. The liquidity is here. The imbalance is here. We know that market makers built their position here, which means they are very likely to send price back to here. So if you wanted to short from here, you got to at the very minimum cover that at the very least. And if you didn't have your vector candles, you wouldn't know that. You would see a bearish candle, bearish engulfing on some time frame here, and say, okay, that's a bearish continuation pattern, whatever. I don't know. I don't use those candles like that. But once you turn on TR main, you can see that we have an imbalance there, just like we did over here on the green. And what do we know? For example, we know, look at, I'm gonna employ both of my rules right now. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you both of my rules right now in the same like little section. Okay, we're on the 1 hour time frame. We have green vectors to the upside, and we're starting to get red dots. Right. The second number one rule is that whenever you have a red dot, you got to look to the left and say that these green vector candles can get recovered. Right.
Yeah.
So we know that. The first number one rule is the thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences. So if you are here, okay, we see we have thick money flow. So we're not really too interested on shorting on the 1 hour time frame, for example. Okay.
Makes sense.
However, we know the thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences.
And you get bearish divergence across the ceiling there.
So now we have divs here. Okay. Now we have a potential divergence here. Money flow is still thick, but if you know the thicker the money flow, the more chance of divergences, you wouldn't have shorted early. Now you could arguably short. I'm not going to get too much in detail with how the whole thing works.
Tell them about volleyball, bro. I'm waiting for it, man.
You want to see the spike waves? All right. Well, okay. All right. I could tell them about the spike waves. Guys, I have my own market cipher terminology, and I wouldn't have shorted this yet. I would have waited for the third tap. But if I fast forward a little bit in time here, we're going to get one more high. We should get one more high. All right, there's your third high. Okay. So the thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences. And here we have our 3 tap, which we would have been waiting for because we have thick money. We had thick money flow. So your spike waves are waves where your momentum waves and your money flow give you divergences, right? Like here you have this red dot. Here you have this red. Like this is a huge divergence, right?
Yeah, massive.
Huge divergence. But also money flow is on its way out. So this would have been your spike wave. Okay. If you decide to use Wyckoff schematics, fine. Like that's more technical stuff that I do employ. But nonetheless, this is the wave that you would have been looking to short. And you're going to see that everything kind of comes into fruition here all at the same time. Oh, we almost come and take that high again. We might actually. Let's see. Okay. This is taking longer than.
No, you're good. You're good, man.
There you go. Right. Yeah. And so you had the div. Usually it doesn't take that long, but you had the div and you know that you had red dots and you know that we could come and recover this green vector candle. And that's exactly what we did. And just like how now we could come up to recover this red vector candle, it's the same thing, right? It's just there are levels that you can look to trade towards. You should usually be looking to trade towards your vector candles. And oftentimes they get very well respected. Look at where price stopped here. Look how we had a red vector candle here. Where did price reject from?
Yeah, right there. Yeah. And I always for me, I'm always looking, and that's kind of, it's funny because like I find the same kind of levels too with fibs with like halfway through that candle. And it is a massive candle to the downside. And I typically say half of that gets recovered. And that also works out as well. But man, like what you're saying there, I think what really appeals to me, because as someone who pretty much intraday scalps, the volume that comes with the candles, because I watch volume all the time. Volume is like king for me. So just seeing how the volume reacts with the candle prints is so interesting, because it kind of takes the need for me to have the volume flipped on almost.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Like there are ways to look at traditional volume as well, but you'll see that the majority of the time, whenever you have vector candles, you are going to get those spikes in volume on the lows as well. And it's because more transactions, more volume in general took place within that time period. And as long as you can understand that only market makers can open and close that many positions in that time frame, then you know that that's where liquidity resides. And it will really help you spot the fake outs. Okay, let me
Mm-hmm.
one last example. Let me show you one last
Go
example
ahead,
here.
man. No,
Look at
this
the
is
one.
great.
Look at the 1 minute time frame. Like you had green vector candles shooting out of here with money flow not thick in the green at the time. Okay, so if we come back in time, this is a strategy I use literally all the time. If you come
Mm-hmm.
back in time, right, you money flow actually objectively is coming out. Okay, doesn't
Mm-hmm.
mean that it can't continue to come up higher, but money flow is coming out. It's nothing's crazy is going on. But then all of a sudden we have this wild move to the upside. Okay. I mean, I'm on the 1 minute time frame, 1.5% move, especially while volume is pouring out of the asset. So that's fishy to me already. Like I'm worried because I know that whenever I have red dots, I got to look to the left and say that these can get recovered. So
Mm-hmm.
while retail FOMO's long, which is what we always advise against. Remember, retail is FOMO longing in this candle. Oh my God, Bitcoin's pumping. We're going to 100K. I got a long. We're going to miss it. Bro, you're calling up their buddies like, yo, let's go. Market long. Right now, we're missing it.
Yeah.
What's actually happening is market makers are limit shorting
Yeah.
into those vector candles only to realize a return on his shorts. And this happens on all time frames, everywhere, always, all at once. And so,
Absolutely.
if you can play around, as I always say with Market Cipher, if you want to learn Market Cipher correctly, just watch it on the 1 minute time frame. All you got to do is watch it on the one, because
Mm-hmm.
the same thing happens on all time frames everywhere. Same
Yeah.
thing with the vector candles. And when you start to understand the relationship between Market Cipher and the vector candles, and I'm not just speaking to you, Alex, I'm speaking to your
No,
community as well.
to everybody.
For those,
Yeah, absolutely. No.
for those that want to try this out, I'm introducing you right now to a new relationship, right? You previously knew Market Cipher related to price action,
Yeah,
Market Cipher related to
and
volume.
6 Juanita and Sam
Yeah,
Bankman.
Market Cipher related to your key levels, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
now I'm introducing you to Market Cipher related to vector candles or related to market makers. And
Mm-hmm.
if you can, I have a few strategies on my channel. We don't have enough time to go over all of them. But
Mm-hmm.
when you take the knowledge or the new information, the new data, the new relationship that I just presented to you, and you just just watch it on the one. Watch how they react. Watch how they come back for it. Look at this on the 1 minute time frame. Look at this. Red vector candle, green dots, red vector candles recovered. Green dots recovered. Or sorry, green vector recovered. Green vector recovered. Green vector recovered. On the way down, red vectors recovered.
Yeah.
Down, red recover. You know what I mean? Like
Just
you can
banging.
watch
Yeah,
this
exactly.
anywhere. You can watch this on any time frames, always, all at once, and it will really, really help you
I'm gonna
have
spend
a
some time
better.
on the 5 second, bro. Like,
You know what?
you
And
know what I
I'll
mean?
tell you this. I'll tell you this, Alex O Crypto. I'll tell
I
you
saw your
this.
entry on your 5 second time frame, bro.
Bro, I entered, you saw it like 2 days ago. I
I
entered
saw
a Bitcoin
it.
long. I entered a Bitcoin long that I made like, I think it was like $800 or something
Yeah.
off of a 5 second market structure flip.
Structure. Yeah.
Now, I do not recommend doing that, okay? I'm not going to sit here and say that I knew that was going to
No, it
happen.
was for demonstration purposes only. However, you read it perfectly, man, and it
It worked
bangs, right?
out. Yeah, it works. Sometimes you got to work with what they give you. But
Yeah.
my point here is once you start to see or sorry, even on the lower term time frames rather, let me just backstep here. Your vector candles don't always get recovered, but on the lower term time frames, they are likely to get recovered quicker in terms of time. And what I mean by that is, remember, all time frames work the exact same,
Mm-hmm.
okay? So everything is fractal in nature. So this could be a 1 minute or this could be a 1 hour, but we're on the 1 minute, which
Yeah.
means this vector candle, let's just say on the 1 minute, it'll get recovered in 25 minutes because that's the distance. It's 25 bars, right? But
Mm-hmm.
on the 4 hour, it might take, however much 25 bars is, like four days to recover a 4 hour vector candle.
Yep.
Okay. So because we're in a range, and because we have vector candles here on the 4 hour, we should absolutely be looking to trade towards those vector candles because Market Cipher is showing us signs of a potential local bottom. And we know that whenever you have a green dot, you got to look to the left and say that this vector candle can get recovered.
That's it, man. No, man, I love it, man. I think it's opened my eyes to a whole bunch of new stuff, which I'm the thing is that you can share all this stuff. Now I'm going to go back to my screen now.
Yeah.
You can share all this stuff with people as much as you want. And I think knowing you and myself, how much hours you've put in, you can tell by the way you read the charts, and it becomes a language, and you can really you're a teacher as well, right? So I think what's important is putting in that work, right? Putting in those hours upon hours of focused work of back testing and visualizing and seeing how the market reacts depending on structure, depending on vector candles now, volume, right? Market cipher, divergences, all that stuff, right? So it's so important, and I really appreciate you coming on, sharing with my community, because a lot of the time, me, I throw a crazy Friday party stream. We got otters in the chat. We got pickles in the chat. We got, you're singing like a madman. I'm beatboxing and we try to make it fun, right? We try to make it fun for our audience, but at the end of the day, we're profitable traders trying to help other people and steering that ship and trying to guide people. So guys, this is Trader Geo's channel, YouTube, Trader Geo. Make sure you guys are subscribed to him. He also has a great VIP community here. Start trading the right way. If you're interested in kind of fast tracking your learning curve, I suggest jumping into some of these boot camps. He's got them here. He's constantly giving them away for free. So if you can't afford it, get in his live stream. Smash up the like buttons and do what he says. And I think he makes you comment on a video. You can do that, and you can definitely benefit from taking that curvature of learning. And there's so much value packed into here. He also has a Discord of a whole bunch of crazy pickles. I drop in here and say hello every now and then. Geo for president, you know how it is. But he brings so much value, and I definitely know that if I'm learning, you can learn, and he's a great person as well, man. So I really respect you, man, and it's great to be part of the Market Cipher family with you, bro, man. I mean, it's only up from here, and hopefully we can continue to collab and create profits and work together and eventually get on a roller coaster together, all that good stuff, man.
Yeah, man. Alex, well, I really appreciate the kind words, bro. To touch on what you said a little bit, we are teachers. We're trying to share the gift given to us with others. At the end of the day, I say this all the time. When I go in the ground, I want to go to a good place. I've been very fortunate. I thank God every day for the skill that I've been able to develop.
Yeah, man.
And I just try to do as good as possible. We are also entertainers. We're on stream. You gotta have your Friday parties. You know how rowdy my streams get.
I love it, man. The money song, bro. When the money song comes on, it's on, bro.
The money song, and I started doing karaoke now during stream. So things are pretty crazy. And so we have to balance the entertainment side of it, but at the end of the day, it's nice to see that our message is resonated well through a screen. That's not always easy to do.
Yeah.
And I think we've been doing it for a while. We're here. We're doing it every day. We're profitable. So, just being able to share that with a lot of people. But I appreciate the kind words. And let me just say, because I saw you had the website up. My website just launched, but it's not even done. Functionally, everything works, but visually, it's not all there yet. So
hit him up in the Discord, and
anybody that goes to the website, I'm sorry. It has whack text and thumbnails from old videos. Anyways, not what it's about. But yeah, man, I appreciate the kind words, and I see you, Alex. You're grinding, you're working hard, you're hitting those 2-3 streams a day. Sometimes I'm like, dang, this guy's streaming again. I gotta up my game here.
And I'm doing a basement renovation and having a baby, bro. It's nuts. It's crazy, man.
And you got no hitting those calls, man. Listen, Alex, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
When no VIP Discord, because I'm gonna sign up for that. I need those setups
oh man, bro. He comes down and he's like, yesterday he's like, oh, stock market looked bad today, and I'm like, how the fuck do you know that? Sorry my French, but I'm like, okay, look at the charts dump, right? So I don't know. He's he's always glued on the CP24 in Canada and watching like the tickers and stuff, and he's like he's into it now, man. It's crazy.
Hey, that's amazing, man. God bless it. God bless your baby. Congratulations. When is the due date?
September. So we're getting married in August, and then baby in September.
Nice.
Shotgun wedding, man. So
nice.
It was
pregnant
planned.
wedding.
It was planned.
It was planned.
Yeah,
okay.
man.
Pregnant wedding dress.
We've been engaged for 4 years, man. It's just COVID and all that shit. So
yeah. Well,
coming home.
You know what? If it's been planned and it's coming home, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Again, you know, I appreciate you having me on, and
I'm
excited for what's to come for the both of us. You know, we got blessed with an opportunity from Crypto Face, and more so than that, I mean, like I said, we're sharing the wealth here, literally. So
yeah, man. That's
you know, keep doing what you're doing. I love to see it. I'm a big fan. My people are a big fan, and hopefully, I can have you on my channel in the coming weeks.
Absolutely, man. We'll figure it out.
You know,
We'll set a date and we'll make it happen, brother. We'll do a beatbox, karaoke.
Yeah,
pump
man.
up. You know, you gotta help me with these biceps, bro. I gotta carry a baby soon.
yeah, they get heavy, man. I have my nephew's like 2.5 now, and like he's getting, you know, I gotta keep the biceps going so that I can carry him, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, thank you so much for coming through and blessing my community, and thank you so much, man. And I'll hit you up later. All right?
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Thanks,
all right,
Alex.
thank you so much, man.
See you guys.
There you guys have it. Holy smokes. That was, that's a lot. Like, I'm going to have to go back and rewind that and watch that again. My God. Sheesh. Did you guys enjoy that? Throw a 1 in the chat. Man, go and subscribe to Trader Geo. He's bringing so much alpha to us. Sheesh. We going to throw on some vector candles or what, guys? Oh, my God. Look at this stuff. So, this is quite incredible. He has an order of operations, too, he talks about on Market Cypher. I mean, the guy knows his stuff, and he's definitely helping a lot of people, guys. So this is incredible. Hopefully, I'm doing a better job of interviewing. I know sometimes it's all over the place with the screens. I think it's getting a little bit more cleaner and a little bit more professional. I mean, Geo coming on, really blessing this community with so much information, with the vector candles, with the divergences, with Market Cypher. I mean, incredible stuff. We're going to get back into our regular show. But yeah, man, like, go and check out this guy's channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. He's starting this new website with all his boot camps and his VIP and stuff like that. So he's going to be, you know, promoting all the stuff. Now, we may have a free Discord, but I do believe that, you know, there is quality into something to pay for, to kind of front run and fasten that learning curve. So congratulations to Geo and all he's been doing. And I mean, he's Canadian. He's gonna be unapologetically kind, as long as you're not a douchebag, as we say here, right? So I know in my community we have a very strong, tight-knit community where we do help one another immensely. And we had an amazing day yesterday, getting into our community first and foremost. Guys, we have been blessed with not only one of our guys, Kyle, who does Invest to Share. He has a paid service as well. He gives trade setups all the time for free out of the goodness out of his heart. But not only that, he's doing a free airdrop for the whole community. Okay, so this is incredible. Not only is Kyle doing this, but Brewberry himself is coming through, and he's going to be doing live sessions in the opens here. So he says here, you know, he will be doing lives. This is to curve his own. He wants to become a full-time trader, and this is incredible. So he says, Alex, for giving back to Alex for creating this space, for being fun and non-toxic. You know how it is in our Discord. So this is a testimonial to if you build it, they will come. We have so many OGs in the chat, and thank you guys so much. I mean, this is what happens when you start giving it away, right? For me, I've always said, I don't need your money. I'm a profitable trader, and hopefully that would carry through to what we're doing here. And it clearly is showing the tenacity, the showing up every single day for you guys is paying off in dividends, because you can see that people are coming in and they're giving, right? And that's what I try to do, is I try to give to you guys as much as we can every single day. And you can see even Peter Schiff here was pretty excited about his gold price, but he's pretty excited about this Discord and pretty excited about Trader Geo. I mean, guy's a good looking man. So nonetheless, we're going to get into the charts, guys, and do what we always do. DDT, didn't know you're mod here, says Wayne C. DDT is an original Otter Gang member. What's going on, Wayne C? Hope you're doing well. Let's get into the chat. Good to see you all here. Thank you guys so much for being here. FOMO Sapien, Mark Dutch, David Gelfand. What's going on? Trader Geo in the house. Wick589, Nick Musgrave, Wesley Vandenbrack. Kyle is a G, says Jow. What's going on? Matt BTC, K Nick, Richards, Caveman, Pencil Ninja, Scott, Jack Martin, Mike LaRose, Welsh Jesse. Everybody throwing a 1 in the chat for Trader Geo. They loved it, man. Thank you so much for coming through and blessing our channel with all of this beautiful, beautiful alpha that you did provide. And guys, you're going to have to go watch that a couple of times, and you're going to go watch his streams and ask him questions. Geo, how did you get those biceps, and how can you sing and take scalp trades and make money all at the same time? No wonder you're sponsored by Market Cypher. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's the way we do it here. So we've had 2 levels here on our beautiful Bitcoin chart here, where we were anticipating a possible long and a short. Okay, we're looking for that recovery of the vector candle. The bloody vector candle here, Tino, of the vector candle to the downside, okay? I'm not going to do Tino because Mrs. Otter is British and should probably kill me if she hears what I'm saying on the live. But you can see here that we are looking at this area, which is a fib retracement, and this area, which is also a fib retracement. And typically, the vector wants to be recovered, right? So we're looking for this to come back up and then maybe continue its work downwards. Now, one thing I needed to bring to your attention, and guys, I always stress this to you guys, always, okay? And this is why I pull up the stupid economic calendar every single day, okay? Because if you're like me and you're scalping or in a little bit of a swing trade, right here, we go over here. It's 9:55, guys. Okay, it's 9:55, and all is well. Okay, it's 9:55, and then 10 a.m. hits, and we get a data reading. Okay, now I'm not saying this is what caused it. Okay, I'm not saying that. However, I do tell you guys when there is data or data, call me data because I'm gonna be one. But when there's events like this throughout the day, you need to be aware of them at least, right? Be aware of them. Maybe put your stop loss at entry just for that moment before that kind of dust settles, right? Like Friday, we're going to have a couple of things, right? Who cares about Canada on Thursday? But on Friday, we have, non-farm payrolls and unemployment rate at 8:30 in the morning. So if you're in a trade at 8:30 in the morning, maybe you want to watch out because look at what happened at 10 a.m. today, right? So you're in a beautiful short trade from up here. Right? You're in a beautiful short trade. You caught the top. You're doing great. You're doing great. You're doing great. You're doing great. You're wrecked. Right? You're doing great. You're doing great. You're wrecked. Okay? So bang, it came up and it got people, right? And this was news, and then you get a V-shaped recovery back down to consolidating sideways as if it never happened, right? You're back into that range. So this dust finally settles, and then you're back to where you started a couple hours later, right? So I always warn you guys about this stuff, but also be aware of what's going on with that calendar and what can move markets. It's not necessarily that, but it happened perfectly within that time frame there. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention so that you guys are definitely prepared for that. And like Nick Musgrave just said, throw some alts in the chat, capital letters all the way. We're going to get through your alts, and we're going to try to push this to a beautiful, long, strong pickle and otter 2-hour live stream. I feel like we got to start the theme song again. What do you guys think? I think it's a theme song moment. Trader Geo loves the theme song, so we're going to go with the theme song. Let's go. Throw those ones in the chat for Trader Geo. Pickles, ones, whatever you want to throw in the chat. And we're definitely going to get this party started with the Bitcoin top-down analysis.
The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto.
You guys got to be looking at some alts, man.
Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making the moves, that flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios, taking well over exceptional pain. I'm trapping this, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the
Let's go. That's out of gang. You guys are crushing it, man. Thank you guys so much for being here, smashing those like buttons. Pickles in the chat, man. I want to see a lot of pickles, guys. I see Jupiter. I got pickles is my second emoji, man. It's in front of the otter, man. Look at this. We got pickles second, man. You guys better be throwing those pickles in the chat, man. It's the head of the otter. We've been throwing a lot of pickles lately. What's with the pickles? I'm going to have to ask Gio what's with the pickles, man. All right, let's get into it. Top-down analysis on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the North Star, so we always want to check with Bitcoin. Then we'll get into your altcoins as well. And hopefully my man, Mr. Nick Musgrave himself, can tally them up. First come, first serve basis for our alts. We typically are trying to get through about 8 of them, maybe 10 if you're lucky. Depends how long it takes me. I want to do a more due diligent job on your altcoins so that we can actually take a good look at them and make sure that we're doing them a service rather than just breezing by and saying, oh, this might look good or whatever. Dude, I don't even know. My guys just spammed my stream once and it's stuck. Okay, so pickles for life, man. You know, you were probably once a cucumber, and then once you turn to a pickle, you can't go back, you know? There's my dad joke of the day. Yeah, let's go. So for me, I've really maybe I'm getting too attached to the 3-day, but the 3-day, the posturing to the downside to me is looking pretty ugly right now. We got the print yesterday, and we can see that we do have posturing all the way down on many of things, but the money, man, the money is king, and you can see how thick it is all the way up here. And even on this big run that we had prior to, we were half the size of the money here. So that's kind of my leading edge here. So where I'm waiting for is that VWAP to turn back to the upside on our 3-day, where we're getting a flattening out and back up to the upside. Okay, so that's kind of my North Star right now on Bitcoin, where I'm trying to break down, like we were talking about earlier, top-down analysis on Bitcoin, where I can foresee the future in some sort of way, kind of putting the favor in my court, right? So I want to be doing that definitely with Bitcoin, and then I can translate that into altcoins, and we can build a thesis from there. So that's kind of where I start, and hopefully we can end up with some good results. Now, what are we waiting for on the 3-day? We're waiting for the flattening of the VWAP. So this is good because we're not as vertical. So we're starting to come back, and you can see that we could be getting some sort of trigger wave here to the downside. However, looking at this, we can definitely see some sort of flag here. Now, you guys know me. This is just kind of like an outline. It's not necessarily what's going to happen. It's just looking at where we're at and what's holding as support and resistance and where we can continue from here, okay? The flattening of the VWAP, posturing to the upside, looking for this to turn up, but the momentum wave has come down below the 0 line. So for me, this still is looking pretty bearish in my opinion. So we need to be cautious, especially with the rest of the week, because we have 2 days left in the rest of the week. and this could lead to more downside, okay? Everybody and their brother and sister is screaming about a CME gap, okay? To me, it's a gap. It could get filled. It couldn't get filled. We don't really care if it gets filled. It's just something that's on our radar. We have gaps down here that never got filled from before. Does that mean we're going back down to 40,000? Absolutely not, okay? However, sometimes they do get filled and they do pump to the upside. So we're aware that there is a gap below us and it's only about half filled. So can we roll over, fill the gap, and continue upwards? Well, absolutely. Everybody's looking at it. So let's see what we do. And there is definitely some liquidity down here. And how do we know that? Well, we can pull up our heat map, right? So a lot of people go into their heat map and say, okay, price can come here, price can come there. We just want to be sure that we can see where liquidity lies. And I'm sure that the liquidity lies above us more so than below us, okay? And looking at the heat map, just off the top of my head, see, I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm right. Where you can see the most of the liquidity is residing around 72,000, okay? So that's interesting enough that you can see there is a bit of liquidity down here. So a sweep of these lows before continuing upside could be a possibility nonetheless. So we kind of can anticipate that if we do come down, and we'll be prepared. We'll be prepared. It's also that, you know, if we're looking at vector candles, I mean, these got to be vectors over here, right? Where you're looking to recover these ones, right? So, I mean, anything's possible, guys. We could crash, Wall Street could cry, and then we could go up again, right? So anything is possible. We just want to put the edge in our court so that we can have some predictive analysis in order to benefit our RTA and our stance. Is we're in a big macro uptrend, okay? Consolidation is good, but we want to be able to kind of find where our entries are going to benefit us the most, right? And we've had multiple trades where we've made some good profits, especially yesterday we had two banging trades, double bottom trade and the swing failure trade that we did definitely give in advance. And you can see that over here on our TA section where we gave that beautiful double bottom here, or this was the swing failure pattern. Right before it happened, stop loss just below that previous wick. It came down. We got into the trade. We made bank, okay? And before that, you know, we had this guy in a cowboy hat suggesting he was, you know, a cowboy. But before that, we also had this one as well with the double bottom, okay? So we banged two amazing trades, made like $800, all good in the hood. So trade setups given in advance, crushing it as a community. I mean, all you guys help me and allow me to help you with the TA. So looking at the 12-hour, flattening out, posturing to the upside, money is coming out. So for me, this is negated because money is coming out. Until we see that VWAP coming up to the zero line and crossing over with a curvature on that money flow, I'm not thinking bearish as of yet. I'm thinking money coming to the zero line and then eventually bouncing. We could get rejected here on the VWAP, which would be detrimental to the price, okay? That's something to be aware of. However, you can see very much so hidden bullish. I wouldn't say hidden bullish, but definitely continuation here with anchor trigger, hidden anchor trigger for a continuation to the upside. We just want to wait and be patient, because if this wave on the 12-hour comes steeper, right, then we got our anchor and trigger and we can look for the continuation, okay? Until then, we want to see what transpires in the next couple of days with the 12-hour giving us a better idea. And this, I think, would be a better idea. Couple more candle prints. So 1, 2, that would bring us to midday tomorrow, right? We're going to get one tonight and one tomorrow morning. So we'll see what we get for tomorrow morning. Very much indecision right now in the market, okay? So we're going to keep our eyes peeled on that. Now, as we flip through here, we can see we have got that crossover here, but I always use the stochastic as kind of like a forecasting tool, and look at the indecision within it, okay? So you're getting red, green, red, right? So this is very indecisive. However, you can see money coming out and back in, which could be a good sign with the VWAP crossover. However, it would be more something like this where you're looking for that anchor trigger continuation. So you'd wait for that second dip and then that continuation to the upside if you are looking for a long within this chart here, right? You can see it's very scammy to the downside and very scammy to the upside, right? And very indecisive right now. So very much consolidation sideways. in this kind of fashion, that typically means continuation of a dump. Okay, swing failure to the bottom, definitely going to look for that where we get, you know, a lower low continuation, big bounce back to the upside. Okay, definitely something to keep on our radar in the short term / medium term time frames. Okay, going into the 4 hour. What's interesting here with the 4 hour is the amount of wicks. Okay, we're at this key level where there's a lot of FUD going on with like the US saying they're going to sell all their Bitcoin on Coinbase, and you know the bullish narrative that everybody's putting out that, you know, BlackRock just keeps buying, right? Which is true. However, we need to be cautiously optimistic. This is Bitcoin and it is volatile, right? So we want to try not only to get better prices, but everybody who knows about the sell-off on Coinbase, you know, those are government people. So they are waiting to fill their bags possibly as well. So we need to be aware of that as well. So looking at here, we can see we're getting an anchor wave. However, money is very stagnant. We liked money flow a couple days ago because money was making a nice trend to the upside. However, money has come out and now it's in a downtrend to the downside, right? So when it gets up and it starts trending to the upside, it doesn't matter if it dips, it just continues to rock on. And you can clearly see this with the previous trend, right? And you can see this with the previous trend from before, right? So yes, a little dip along the way down here, but that dip reset and started up again, okay? And once we get above, you know, that 10 or negative 10 on the money flow on the 4 hour, it tends to ride up, and that's what we were anticipating. However, we have dipped down below that now, so we're looking for a reset of that march of the money flow back onwards and upwards. And what would really help with this is if the VWAP bounced off the zero line. You can see this is indecision, right? You're just sideways here on the VWAP. You're not having the oscillation like you typically are from that run up, okay? You're getting a very much flattening, smooth. VWAP's supposed to be sporadic, okay? Momentum waves are medium, right? And then money is slow, right? So it's understanding that, and you can see that VWAP going so slow just means very consolidation, and you can see that within the price action, okay? It doesn't really know where it wants to go. So what do? We wait to set the trap in order to benefit from the price action, right? So we've been longing the lows, right? So we got into this wick and we got into this wick. So we longed both of these wicks, took in profits here, taking profits here last night, and now we're waiting again. So we have a buy zone just below here at a key level of support that we are waiting for a reaction at price around 65,200. Okay, so that's going to be my key level where I am looking for a reaction of price where we can see a swing failure pattern continuation to the upside on like a 15-minute entry. Okay, so for me right now, we got that kind of continuation here. I want to see something like this double bottom on a higher term time frame, but for the most part, this has been very indecisive, right? So we want to see clear decision making here where we get some sort of swing failure here, coming back, recovering Mr. Vector Candles up top here into our sell zone, which is also not only is it halfway on this vector candle, but it's also, oops, wrong tool. It's also a Fibonacci retracement level, okay? So that's going to be a banger of a level to watch as long as we break through that and get to the upside, okay? So that's something I'm definitely watching. We could, however, come up to the 786 because that would fall in line with some key levels of supply at the top here, right? So we'll definitely keep our eyes on that and definitely be prepared for anything it throws on us, okay? Alexandra G says, follow Alex O'Crypto on X. I actually verified, I got the check mark, but I haven't been given the check mark on X as of yet. So I paid for the check mark. I don't know what they're waiting for. But yeah, if you want to follow me on X, I always post some motivational quotes. Denzel Washington today, that was pretty cool. And then guys, like, you know, when otters are babies, they don't know how to swim right away. Did you know that? Otter babies, they don't know how to swim at first. Did you guys know that? Tell me you knew that. He don't know how to swim, man. Blockchain Crusader in the chat. What's going on, man? What's going on? We can watch otter videos if that's what you guys are into. I mean, I'm down. I'm down. Utterly fantastic. What's going on, Blockchain Crusader? My man, we just had a beautiful session with Trader Geo. You're next, man. I'm going to get you on the show, bro. You've been crushing it on TikTok. You've been crushing it. I saw you start your channel, like, what was it, a couple months ago, and you're already at almost 3,000 subscribers. Bro, incredible work, man. You put in the work. You reap what you sow, bro. And Blockchain Crusader, if you guys aren't following Blockchain Crusader, I got to learn how to type faster. Maybe I should have paid attention in typing class when I was younger. But if you go over here, Blockchain Crusader, I mean, this guy does his beautiful, beautiful analysis on so many things. You're the reason why I bought Cock in You. But my guy, man, thank you so much for dropping by. We're going to get you on the show already at 2,600 subscribers. Bro, you're crushing it. You're crushing it. I don't know about those open mouth thumbnails, but bro, it's okay. Did you see, I don't know. I've sworn off I will never do an open mouth thumbnail ever again. But bro, just don't do a thumbnail like this, bro. Promise me that. Promise me this, Mr. Blockchain Crusader himself. Don't make a thumbnail like this, bro. I can't handle this, okay? I can't handle this. This is unacceptable. In our space, let's have some more respect for one another. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I can't do it, man. Oh, man. Bok. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it for sure, man. You got some alpha and some things that you're always looking at. And I know you got alpha and you've been in the space for a long time, bro. Mad respect to you and your community. And we'll definitely have to have you onto the channel, man. Alex O Crypto, almost 6,000 BTC transferred to Coinbase Institutional. 6,000. Are we going to do this? 6,000 times. What are we at? Let's just go 65,000. $390 million worth of Bitcoin. You're kidding me. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. That is so crazy. That's a lot of money. Can we have, like, can the Otter Gang, can you just give us, like, 100 grand each or something? Right? Don't be a Discover Crypto. I will never click. I don't even know. Is this clickbait? This isn't clickbait, man. This is like cringe bait. Like, guys, this is going, when next time Bitcoin dumps, this is going to be my thumbnail. I mean, I have no problem with anybody in the space. I kill people with kindness, man. I love everybody. But, like, if you got to do this for someone to, I mean, your viewership must be down, bro. Oh, man. Viewership must be down, bro. That's all I got to say. Okay? So let's go into the nitty gritty. I'm gonna start a poll. I'm planning on doing like a little bit of a tool kind of thing with the audience every day. So tool, we can do FRVP, fibs. We'll also do VWAP, and we can do so if you guys want, I plan on doing like a little bit of a lesson halfway through the show, because obviously we're here for 2 hours now. We're here for 2 hours, and The bots don't engage like they used to. Maybe the Streamlabs thing is messed up. I'll have to take a look. I did tell the bot to bugger off, but does the links not work anymore? Can you not put like ! Discord? We'll have to figure that out. Thank you guys for letting me know about that. Also, do we have altcoins in the chat? We'll have to go through the altcoins as well. Make sure you guys share those altcoins in the chat. And I believe my good man, Mr. Musgrave himself, is going to tally those up. Did I miss it? I might have. Nope, it's working. It's working. Okay. So you guys go ahead and vote. We'll talk about one of those tools and hopefully help you guys. There we go. We got it there. Just say the F word. Fuck. I mean, I say cluck cluck, motherfuckers. So I'd still get in trouble with that. So we'll go in. This is what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. Okay, so short-term time frame, 1 hour here. We can definitely see that money is red, but it isn't too thick. Nonetheless, we are looking for a continuation here. So we have anchor trigger. Okay, we want to see anchor trigger continuation here, right? So we want to see this breaking through to the other side kind of deal. And you can see prices coming out slowly but surely here. Now you can see there is some sort of downwards momentum here. So you could also look to trading that. I'm not too keen on the momentum right now. So draw your trend line. Look for that resistance to be broken, right? The flip coming back down, that flip continuation. Looking for that continuation to the upside, creating higher highs and higher lows on the way up, right? So that's something you want to do, is look for that. But right now, you can see how small the momentum waves are. You're not getting big waves to the upside followed by small waves, right? You can see back here, big waves followed by small waves, big wave followed by a small wave. And here you're very much consolidated within the not overbought and the not oversold area. So for me, you want to see that drastic move followed by continuation in the short-term time frame. Other than that, you're really just consolidating sideways here and waiting for the move, right? They're building up longs, they're building up shorts, depending on which way they want to move the market. Typically, Geo says they're coming back up to recover this, but they could be coming down to grab some liquidity as well. So we prepare ourselves in either direction, where we can look for either a swing failure pattern coming down here, or we can go to the golden pocket / volume level that I have here marked out for you guys around 65,200. Okay, that's kind of the trade idea, and that was the trade idea this morning. So it remains the same. We've really just chopped. Jerome Powell has spoken. I don't know if he was hawkish or bullish. It definitely looks like we have just chopped sideways. Okay. V-shaped recovery after the news this morning going into Thursday, which is typically a down day. Okay, so we're definitely waiting to see which way price is going to go. Hey, where is ADA and Filecoin? They're giving it to you, Nick Musgrave. You know, Nick, it's past Nick's bedtime. Nick, out of the goodness out of his heart, is definitely helping out the channel by sharing the altcoins for me and making it easy for me to do my job. I love that when I say bots, Alex thinks of legal, useful bots first. My man. Oh, I love you. Winnipeg.ca. Mark Dutch, man. You and Dave are riots, man. I love you both, guys. I love you both. We got Dave Digital and Mark Dutch emojis in the chat because we need our humor. I mean, it is a very serious game, trading. So we all have to have a good laugh sometimes as well, okay? Look at Nick Musgrave with the beautiful corrected chart as well. Thank you so much, Nick. Now, the tool that you guys have asked is VWAP, volume weighted average price, okay? So VWAP is right here. Let's go into the VWAP. Ooh-wee. So I do go over the VWAP in more depth on some of my videos. However, how would you use it in this situation here? Now we can take all this fine and dandy stuff, but when price gets, the way I use it is this is an average price throughout. Now there's a couple tools. You got your VWAP and then you have your anchored VWAP, which is down here. Okay, so anchored VWAP kind of pulls a range. So projection, anchored VWAP. You can use this tool throughout. So you can go from here, and then you can see the anchored VWAP throughout the chart here. And you can change your settings on this however you see fit. Okay, so this is, look at this. It's a volume weighted average price from here going all the way forward, okay? And it populates depending on what you're looking at, but you can see the average price and how it works throughout. So you could take that tool, and instead of using the VWAP, you can use the anchor VWAP. And let's say, because we dumped down to here, and now we're kind of, the middle of this range is here, you can pull it from here, right? And you can see that now we have a volume weighted average price, where price typically wants to return to the zero line, the middle line, right? So you can see when you get outside of it, you return to the middle line, okay? And that's how I use it all the times, right? So for me, whether it's the regular VWAP, the anchor VWAP, you're waiting for the price to get outside of it and return to the middle. That's how I use it. So when it deviates away from the middle, you can typically look for a return back to it, okay? Now with the regular VWAP, we'll get rid of the anchor VWAP. This is on the same basis, okay? And it resets every single trading day around, this would be resetting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for me. And it would be whatever that reset time is for you, but that's typically when this resets. And you can see the reset whenever VWAP snaps. So it's just for that day, okay? It's just for that day. And you can go back and back test it, and you can simply see that whenever it snaps, it's reset, okay? And let's say this is 1:30 in the morning, so let's go to our trading day. Let's say it starts at 8 a.m., right? So you can see that you are pretty close to the VWAP. You get away from it, you return to it, okay? You get away from it, you return to it, okay? And that's your full trading day from here to here. Okay, that's almost 12, 14 hours. So you can see by using the VWAP within your day, you get a couple of trades, okay? And I use this all the time just to kind of see where I am in relation to the average price of the day. You can also use it here. VWAP resets, trading day starts here, okay? 6 a.m. to the end of the trading day, which is here. Using it as support on an uptrend. You can easily identify an uptrend, right? So when it gets back to the VWAP, it bounces, okay? Now, a good one that I saw Jonathan Schaefer point out the other day was that rejection from the VWAP, okay? So I think it was this one right here. He said coming up to VWAP rejection right here. So you can see we got away from the price, we returned to the VWAP, and we got rejected, okay? So it can also act as resistance in a downtrend, right? So with the VWAP, you flip this thing on, and you use this tool all the time for support, resistance, but also when you get away from it, you look for price to return to it, okay? And that's typical VWAP and how I would use it to help me. And you can use this in sync with your market cipher, your oscillating tools, your support and resistance. And by doing it, you can definitely get some juicy entries and some juicy trades, man. And then it also can act as where you're taking profits, right? So let's say last night we got into this trade perfectly here, right? VWAP did not tell me to get out of this trade until here, okay? So you can see we returned to the VWAP here, but we got into the trade here. So this morning, we could have easily just exited a trade as it returned to the VWAP. We wouldn't have made as much profits, but you can see that we're very far away from it. So we typically want to take profits in case we return to it. Okay, so that's a very good tool to add to your arsenal and make sure that you guys are adding confluences to your trades. Tools are meant to help you. I'm a carpenter by trade. I spent 12 years building skyscrapers, building houses, doing trim, doing drywall, plastering, you name it. I've developed a whole set of skills. But without my tools, I'm pretty useless. You know what I mean? Like I got my tape measure, but I want a good tool to help me build things. Just like in the trading charts, you want a good tool to help you build confluences and to help you. That's why market cipher is king, and that's why we add, volume, VWAP. Now we add vector candles and, all those good things to build confluence within our charts. Definitely keeping us on our toes, but helping us build confluence. and taking away the emotion of trading, because trading is not easy. However, trading can be made a lot better by using the tools and how they affect us and how we can use them to benefit us when we're trading and holding trades longer and our stop losses and all that stuff. So after that, we're just going to now jump into the altcoins. First and foremost, we got Pendle. Much love to every single one of you guys. We got 136 people, 100 likes. Let's get those likes up. Let's get this channel growing a little bit more. Join us in the free Discord. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. You could be anywhere, but you're with me here, and we're going to continue to roll out and kick ass in these markets. We've been crushing it as a community. I'm so grateful for you guys for supporting me on this crazy, crazy YouTube journey that I do not know why I got into, but I'm doing it. And it's fun. So thank you guys for being here. Looking at Pendle, you can see this is in a very aggressive downtrend, and we can see this is working out. I should have just been a trader, man. Like, I should have just traded, made my money, but all of a sudden, you know, we got this otter gang thing, and we're definitely got to keep it flowing and keep it crushing it as a community. So I am extremely grateful to have the privilege to have an audience as you guys support me. I will continue to try my best to bring you guys as much alpha, as much knowledge as I possibly can, okay, by yelling at this box on the top of my computer with a big circle light shining in my face and me losing my voice every single day now because we decided to do 2-hour live streams, okay? Mrs. Otter's like, you're going 2 hours again? I'm like, yeah. Really? Yeah. She'll be like, okay. So isolating Pendle here. Where are we looking to go? Now, I see a little bit of a range here, so I'm going to get a naked point of control here. Using your fixed range volume profile, you can pull an area here. That's going to pull up to here. Naked point of control. What does that mean? It's just a point of control that has yet to be touched, Mark Dutch, by price action. Okay, so that's your NPOC coming down here. Aggressive downtrend, looking for the bounce, retesting previous highs right now. If it falls within this range. It typically will come down to this range to the value area low. So we look for it to fall, come back to the NPOC and bounce. Okay, right now, aggressive downtrend. As Bitcoin chops sideways, a lot of these altcoins are going to bleed out. However, if we're looking for a bounce, we definitely want a bounce to either come from here or we're falling into this range. So this is a key level of support. Let's go over to our 4-hour and get some confluence within this. So you can see money flow is green. Look at this aggressive uptrend, okay? A retest coming back down is probable, okay? It's probable. It's not up and to the right all day long, okay? And you can see if you pull a more macro golden pocket, you can say we're bouncing off of 786 and all that as well, but you can definitely see we do have some key levels of support and resistance coming in here. And look at the vector candle getting recovered, okay? Vector candle being recovered. Thank you, Mr. Pickle himself, Trader Geo. Thank you so much for bringing that to our attention. So the vector candle gets recovered. Market makers happy. And now we look for the continuation to the upside. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Going into market cipher, you can see that we have momentum waves coming deep into the oversold territory, which suggests we want to see an anchor trigger coming back at us. Okay, we want to see that. However, we're waiting for the VWAP to come first before we get that curvature to the downside back on Market Cipher B's momentum waves. Okay, so we're anticipating that. Let's go into the 1 hour. You can see the VWAP crossover is just about to happen, and stochastic has turned green as of here. So this can front run, suggesting that we could be looking for that bounce from here, looking to continue our work upwards. Now, if we go into the short-term time frame, we're looking for structure to be established. What can we see here? There's a lot of downwards action here on Pendle. This could be your opportunity that you've been waiting for, but we want to see structure form. We want to see higher highs and higher lows being created to the upside and continuing its work upwards with money flow coming back into the green, okay? Right now, this is a no trade zone unless you're looking for a swing to the downside short, okay? For me, it's definitely being patient and waiting for price to come to you. Right now, no trade zone, in my opinion. Sorry, I got distracted by the chat. In a couple months, Alex won't even make it to a 30-minute stream. Yeah, we got the child on its way. Plus, a tradesman, we also sometimes have to be creative and we invent our own tools. God bless you, Alex. Yeah, that's the one, man. I mean, I've made some pretty stupid jigs at him just for cutting a stupid piece of wood over and over again, man. Much love. Thank you for being here and supporting the channel. We'll keep it up. We'll keep pushing. Much love to you. Waltz Jesse in the chat. Nick Musgrave, R.S. Miller, Wick589. Thank you guys for supporting. Reaper, Chris Klein, much love to you guys. Mike L, much love to you, bro. Thank you guys for supporting this. So where are you at with the cat family memes? Oh, man. 30-minute bags under the eyes. Let's go. We're going to have to make a 30-minute bags under the eyes stream. So we're looking for support to be held here, okay? No trade zone. Probably coming back up and continuing onwards and upwards. You have your key levels here at around your naked point of control, right around 450, and holding this 466 is going to be your make or break zone. Otherwise, you're coming back within the range down here and oscillating between $4.40 all the way up to 465, okay? But you need to put in some work before kind of building some support to the downside here. Definitely patience is key, okay? Let's go over to Jupe. Jupe, 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 Jupe. Jupe, Jupe, Jupe. Boom, 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 boom. Alex, love the Discord community, man. Thank you so much, Reaper. Yeah, we're trying to change that narrative, man. Creating a Discord full of kind, helping, loving people. Bringing alpha, bringing trade setups. I bet you people are like on the DL sneaking into like the Discord and taking the trade setups. I bet you. What's the bet, eh? Put a 1 in the chat if people are just lurking in the Alexo Crypto Discord for free trade setups. It's so true, man. It's so true. It's so true. Oh, snap. The man, the myth, the legend himself coming through, blessing the chat. You know you got to play the song for him. Alexo Crypto. What's going on, Faith? My man. What's going on? We out here, man, crushing the trades, man. Bitcoin going up, man. Bitcoin going up. Hope you're doing well, Face. Thanks for dropping in on the chat. We're going to keep representing me and Gio today. Crushed it, doing some Market Cypher. Market Cypher is king analysis. I mean, we've been crushing it. Our community's just crushing it. So many good trades. He bringing some Vector Candle, Spike Wave, Market Cypher, TA, man. You guys know who's king. Send me your wallet. I owe you money, I think, man. Bro, you're too kind, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You know we're turning up for Market Cypher all the time, man. I'll hit you up on Discord, man. I appreciate you, bro. You've been crushing it with your trades, following those. Man, no, I don't know if anyone is better than you. I haven't seen anyone better than you. When you said, when I follow my rules, I don't think anyone's better than you. I mean, you kicked my ass trading a dang cat coin, man. I don't know what to say about that. I'm still licking my wounds. You traded a cat coin and kicked my ass off Trading Wars. However, we're going back on Trading Wars, and I do believe I'm the only Market Cypher trader there. So that puts everybody on Trading Wars at a very big disadvantage to go up against me. So hopefully I can represent and do us proud. I know you're busy, man, and you're not able to do this season. But thank you so much for Alexo Crypto. Alexo Crypto. That's the one. We'll definitely be representing the best we can, and you know that to be true, bro. Thank you so much for coming through and blessing the stream. We're gonna continue with the TA. Guys, if you don't have Market Cypher, what the hell are you doing? Check the link in the description below. I mean, if you want the alpha, the king, the one, the only. We're going to go and slap, bro. We're going to slap, man. I don't know what They better not have those 2% drawdowns, man. That crushed me last time, but we're definitely we're gonna crush it. And I did. The mods are funny in here. You guys are hilarious. Thank you so much for joining us on the live stream. Now let's jump into Jupiter. My God. Tickle me, pig. Let's go Jupiter, man. This thing's flying off the handles. We were doing TA way back here. Airdrop coin, nonetheless. But this is definitely looking like it wants to continue upwards and onwards, man. This is pretty intense here. Looking at Jupe, you can see we're getting some sort of selling off here. Anchor trigger wave to the downside, wanting to continue its work upwards. However, I mean, up and to the right. Same with a lot of these things. You know, the narrative on this is pretty incredible. Looking to fire off, man. I get all stupid, man, when crypto face come in my channel. I don't know. I feel like my head just like does one of these, you know? I mean, cat with hat. One cat. What was it? One cat? One cat? We gave the Solana trade if you guys are interested. Just saying. It's coming up to the key level. Just saying. One cat. That's the one. So looking for this continuation on Jupe. Okay. Looking good. However, let's see money flow on the 12. Yeah, money flow thick as fuck. Okay, so this is continuation upwards. We can see we have a nice trend line here. I would expect a return to the highs, okay? That's just me, and what I would be looking for is something like that. Return to the highs, continuation to the upside. Definitely want to be aware of that. You can see double top here, cooling off, right? And the market is a little bit, you know, fragile right now, I would say. Every single altcoin that I have looked at is typically at like a falling off point. Now, what do I mean by that? Like, you can see that we have like stuff like big narratives, Injective, SEI. They're all kind of down at these levels where you're like, if you do fall from there, man, there's a long way to go downwards. Okay, there's a long way to go downwards, and it will be quick and swift. Same with TIA. It'll be quick and swift to the downside, right? So for me, it's very cautionary, because if Bitcoin goes, these things are definitely going, right? Injective, same thing. Very swift to the downside. So we're definitely prepared for all of that stuff with a lot of these tokens. However, JUP, or whatever you want to call it, Jupiter, has definitely had a nice push up. Okay, beautiful, almost 50% gain. Looking for that continuation. So in the short-term time frame, double top rolling over here, breaking structure to the downside, looking like it wants to continue to the downside, right? What do I mean by that? It's taken out these previous highs, so you're looking for this and then that, right? And then that continuation upwards. Key support coming in down here, and you can see we've tapped once, so we look for that continuation here. If we want a little bounce level, we could pull a fib from swing low to swing high, and hopefully that is good there for that continuation. You can see golden pocket bounce. So you could be targeting this area as well for a potential bounce in the short term. But I would suggest that this lower level would be a better entry considering the condition of the market. You're coming within this golden pocket area here, so you can look for some sort of bullish divergence, anchor trigger wave on your market cipher for a continuation to the upside. However, money is coming out, so that's very cautious right now, where you look for it to peak and then start coming back into the market, and that will be an indication of continuation such as this, okay? But you want to see money coming alongside your momentum wave here, working its way upwards. Otter whiff hat. You know we got the whiff hat, right? Alex O Crypto whiff hat, okay? Oh man, we having too much fun, man. We're too blessed to be stressed looking at these markets, hopefully continuing to the upside. Beautiful little bounce we're looking for here on Jupiter. What is this OGV thing you guys want me to look at next? My God, you guys just getting more shitcoin and shitcoin. I love this stuff, man. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy as ever. And you know what? I'll continue. Looking at it. Is this the Otter Gang V coin? I don't know what you guys are looking at, man. Oh, man. OGV USDT. Okay, continuation. Choppy as fuck. Something I would definitely not trade. I'd be looking for a potential spot buy, if anything. 786 bounce off the big range here, so you can see. You can bring this up here. Yeah, something like this, guys. Like, it's a spot buy. You're not trading this. Right? Promise me you're not trading this shit. 8% wicks, man. Sheesh. Yeah, you're looking for a breakout, right? So trend is your friend until the end. Look at this here. You want to see money starting to come back in, and continuing to the upside, okay? Holding support here. Retro Mike Tech with the $5 super chat. What's going on, Retro Mike Tech? Much love to you, my friend. Much love to you. Let's see those RMTs in the chat. God bless you, bro. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Amy with Baby Fund. Dude, I was looking at, you could spend like $2,000 on a stroller. Like, $2,000 on a stroller? My God. We gotta get back to trading, man. Maybe I buy this OGV shit and it'll pay for baby wipes and diapers, man. Thank you, Retro Mike Tech, for the $5 super chat. God bless you, my friend. Looking at OGV, this looks ugly. However, doesn't mean it don't move. 282%, cooling off right now. This can probably do well. It moved nicely throughout the past, since March. So this has been moving. Come back, retest, continuation to the upside, right? You have support all the way down here at 0.14. So hopefully that continues to bounce and work its way onwards and upwards to the right, okay? But nonetheless, careful with stuff like this, guys. Careful. When USDT, baby trends make nice strollers. Baby trends make nice strollers. No need to get carried away with those baby expenses. Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to put the baby in, like, I got a lot of tools. Like, what if I put a bunch of pillows in my shop vac, take the lid off, put a bunch of pillows in, pop the baby in there with all the pillows, and roll it down the street? It's fine, no? That's what I thought. Rich, Mark Dutch with the 1 membership. Thank you so much. Much love, Mark Dutch, man. Thank you. Mike L was gifted a membership by Dutchy. Alex O Crypto, Maserati sells car seats for my car. $8,000. Oh my God. He's got that Trident Maserati, John Gotti. Does it have the Trident on it, at least? Thank you so much, Mark Dutch, for supporting the channel, man. It means a lot to me, bro. Your humor brings light to everybody. And we need you, man. We need you. Is it like a Trident baby stroller, and then you got like the legs are here, and then its arms go here, and then its head's here, right? There's your baby stroller, Maserati style. Okay? Maserati, John Gotti. Oh, man. We're going to be putting the baby in some Maserati baby strollers. Nah. Naked point of control on when. Okay, when has cooled off. You can see value area high is looking decent as well. And you can mark out your all-time high, but we won't get into that. Looking at when from the downtrend here, you want to mark out this. Look for the break of that and continuation to the upside. It has now fallen within this range, okay? So I would expect it to range, okay? But lows to highs, definitely pulling a fib from swing low to swing high here and looking for a continuation to the upside. Currently bouncing off the golden pocket, okay? So we're looking for this continuation of an aggressive uptrend. You can very simply see the aggressive uptrend, okay? Looking for that continuation, coming back down, and looking for that move to the upside. As long as we do not lose this low right here, then we can look and expect a bounce and continuation nonetheless. And I do believe a lot of things are at this kind of point as well. So yes, an oscillation within this range here, and then a breakout inevitably, right? So that's kind of what we're looking at here. For me, knowing where we're at, looking at momentum waves coming up, crossover the VWAP as well on the 12-hour, looking positive for when. When is it going to happen? Well, that's how we find out. We predict this. We look for a double bottom. We're at that golden pocket area, so let's mark that out as a zone, okay? And when we have a zone, we can look for a reaction on price within that zone. Getting into the 1 hour, what are we looking for? We can see higher highs, higher lows. However, it does look like we're about to lose this low right now. So for me, when we lose this low, that immediately puts this in a downtrend. We look for the retest and continuation down. Then we look for the swing failure pattern and continuation, right? So that's going to be what I would be looking for on when in the short term. And then you have your trend line. Eventually, you want to see that macro breakout and continuation back onwards and upwards. So what you're looking for is either a swing failure pattern or to be pumped right from here right now, making a higher low and continuation up to this trend line and breaking out, okay? Right now, I suggest patience with something like this, waiting for a reaction either down low within this area here or looking for this to continue to make higher highs and higher lows and that continuation to the upside, getting to this trend line, breaking out, retesting, and flying up. Your key resistance above you is definitely around all these zeros 3.7 and below you here at all these zeros 2.6. Your level right here is all these zeros 3.0, okay? We got all this baby talk going on in here. Reaper, the memberships are randomly selected by YouTube. Dutch Addicted. Of course it has the Trident. It's like a Sparko racing seat. That's amazing. That's amazing. Man, God bless you, Mark. Thank you for supporting. Totally fit in your nail pouch for the first month or so. Let's go. Let's go. I got the shoulder straps and everything. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. Don't fall for the baby buy crap. You use most crap for a month, decent stroller and car seat, and you're set. Okay. See, I got a bunch of dads in here, you know, supporting not only the channel, but supporting me in my new adventure of becoming a father. So thank you guys so much for all your hindsights. All your experience, right? I heard wipes. Wipes is like, I better buy some stock in wipes. I'm going to need a lot of wipes. So we'll be looking at Costco for wipes probably. But they got to be the healthy ones, like the plant-based wipes. It can't be like Johnson & Johnson asbestos baby powder wipes, right? Oh, man, you guys are too good. So, Injective. Crazy buy level, right? Crazy buy level at $31. We were talking about this yesterday, okay? $37 is our key level of resistance that we are looking for, a rejection. You can see that we are actually coming up to key level of resistance here on this downwards trend line. So we're looking for the break of this trend line, retest, and continuation to the upside. Injective has been flopping and groping, okay? We were looking for the breakout here. We didn't get it. We were looking for the breakout here. We didn't get it, okay? So now we are at very key falling off the edge kind of levels here, right around $31. Okay, so we need to be very cautious, okay? Very cautious. What do we want to see? Higher highs and higher lows. We have yet to take out this high here. We've taken out this high here. So we are looking for continuation to the upside. What is that? We are looking for this, right? We're looking for this, then this, then this. That is what we are looking for. Will we get it? We have to wait and find out. Let's get into the nitty-gritty on Injective because I know you guys love this token, as do I, and we want to see continuation here. So we'll pull a fib from swing low to swing high, look for that area of confluence where we can isolate price and look for that bounce. Okay, so that's going to be our bounce level here. We can also pull a fixed range volume profile for this range, and you can see you are getting some volume within this area here. So I would adjust this to the 618, 6.5 area, giving yourself more confidence within this shorter term time frame where we're looking for a bounce on Injective. Sharing that out, looking for Injective to come down and bounce and continue to the upside, okay? We really want to see once this thing starts to rip, it's over. Okay, but we need to be patient as a community waiting for this to happen. Okay, 31, this big box down here is buy zone. Okay, 30 to 31.50. Okay, that's going to be big buy zone. However, if we want to look for that quick continuation on Injective, this is the one where we look for that. You can see market cipher, you know, a little bit of a bullish divergence here. Lower low, higher high, continuation to the upside might be the recipe for that move. Okay, patience, patience, patience. Costco hot dogs. I don't know about that, guys. Get a monthly subscription to Honest Diapers. Moisturizing cloths. You need sleep, son. Aloe. Just big letters. Aloe. Tons of wipes. I mean, for the basement renovation, I bought a 30-inch sink. One sink, not a dual sink, like a 30. I could take a bath in the damn thing, man. I could take a bath in it. I mean, I just put the plug in and I could row my boat all the way down to Bitcoin Avenue, man. It's a massive sink, guys. Like, I'll show you guys on the next vlog I do. I'm in the midst of recording a vlog of the basement renovation. We're painting, guys. So pretty exciting nonetheless, but looking for a bounce on Injective here. Let's go over to ADA, Subtracta, Multiplicationa. Guys, Cardano, man. This thing is just getting beaten up, bro. Cardano is getting beaten up. Charles Hoskins in his grave right now. Guys, this is the most decentralized, beautiful thing. Doesn't seem to want to do anything, Charles. Doesn't seem like it wants to move. Looking at the macro golden pocket bounce here, okay? I like ADA. I hold I think 10 grand worth of ADA, okay? I hold ADA. But this looks nasty, man. This looks like a big-ass head and shoulders, right? Am I wrong? Does this not look like a big-ass head and shoulders? Like, I ain't no pattern trader, but you can see this thing from miles away. And if you take a measure move on this thing, it's coming down to like 30 cents, man. It's nasty. Even if you're moderate with this pull. Oh my God. This is that's disgusting. I don't even want to think about it. Ooh-wee. Okay, so I'm not saying it's going to happen, but we are back within the lower part of this range here. And if we fall below this range, now look at this. We got a range here, right? And we got a range here, right? Range here, range here, range here, range here. Okay? If we fall below where we're at right now, we're coming back within this range. Very simple. Very, very simple. Money flow is coming out, okay? We're in an aggressive downtrend here. Okay, that's ugly as well. You got a big trend line coming across where we're at right now. Right where we are, okay? So going into the 4 hour, we got this downwards trend line. We have this big trend line. Don't say trend lines don't work, right? Don't say trend lines don't work because you can see it here. You can see it here. Oh, I haven't looked at ADA in ages. Don't say it doesn't work. Look at that. So I got important level right here. You see that IMP? Important level. Because that's entrance to lower prices right here. Important. Okay, so this needs to be recovered. Okay? 57.5. Okay? 57.5. Right now, not looking too good. You want to see that recovery. Bouncing along this trend line, continuation upwards. Yeah, you can wick down. Your next level below you is around 55.30, but then you're accepted into the lower range, okay? Then you're looking at 53 cents, okay? Right? If you don't hold 57.5, you're back within this area down here, and you're going to be like, why did I even buy ADA? It's such a waste of money, okay? So you want to see this bounce from here on ADA, and what do you typically look for when you're looking at a bounce? You're looking for money to come back in. Okay, continuation to the upside. You're looking for momentum to have a nice uptrend, which you do kind of have right now, right? You want to see that with money as well. You want to see the VWAP crossover, okay? You want to see all these things posturing to the upside. You also want to see a divergence where you're making a lower low and a continuation like that, and you're making a higher high on your oscillator. Okay, right now, ugly days for ADA. Nonetheless, you want to see that structure being put in. Higher highs, higher lows, continuation to the upside, okay? Pretty ugly, though. Pretty ugly. Now, one thing to remember about ADA, okay, is it lags, okay? It's naturally a lagger. Okay, it's like that kid who used unplug his Ethernet cord over and over again and make you twitch in Halo 2. If you played Halo 2, you know these guys who used to, I don't know what it was called, Ethernet cord hack, and they would hack the game. They would be the host of the game, and they would unplug and replug their Ethernet and their router, and you'd be lagging, and they just walk around and kill everybody. Okay? If you know what I mean, put a 1 in the chat. Okay, that was an old trick back in the day in Halo. You would unplug your Ethernet. This is like 2004, guys. This is old school shit. Okay, but 20 years ago, so ADA's a lagger. ADA's a lagger. He's on that dial-up internet. But when ADA moves, ADA does not give two shits. Okay, so you can see. Sideways, then boom. Okay, you're going to get a sideways and boom. And if you look at ADA, nonetheless, you can see sideways, then boom. Sideways, then boom. Sideways, then boom. Okay? Sideways, then boom. So what are we expecting, guys? Sideways, then boom, right? So a little bit of pain, getting everybody scared, then sideways, then boom. Leaving everybody in their dust, okay? All the way up to $3. Okay? All the way to $3. Massive. So be patient with ADA. I like ADA. However, I do think one, I'm a gamer also, love those days. People do that in Counter-Strike also. Yeah, we play some Counter-Strike every now and then. We fire it up again. Jonathan Schaefer knows. We fire up the Counter-Strike. We did Counter-Strike in the live once. That was good fun. I'm not good anymore. I've realized that. I used to be good. I used to go to internet cafes and kick ass. Now I'm just an old man. Okay? Let's go over to FIL. Guys, if I don't get to your coin, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best, but we're here. We're trying our best. We'll keep you guys as updated as possible. I mean, we would have been asleep by now. 1 hour live stream 3 days ago seemed like a great idea, and now we're out here doing 2 hour live streams like a crazy man. FIL coming up to the 618 key bounce area. Okay, retest of the highs. This is great confluence. Okay, so this is a very good level. You got retest of the highs, you got a 618, and you got volume here. Okay, so this is going to be your key level on FIL is around 770. Okay, $7.70. You can see money is still pretty thick coming back in as well. So you can see the dip down here coming back in. Still riding that momentum to the upside. So that's good nonetheless. And you can see that VWAP is very overextended to the downside. So you want to see the flattening and that turn back up. Turn it down for what? Okay? Looking for that continuation to the upside. Now going over to the 12-hour, you can see anchor, trigger, hidden. But nonetheless, that would be beauty. Okay? Let's pull a fib from swing low to swing high here. And we're coming up at the 786. So this is now our new level. We're aware that we have 770, but we have 832 here as a new level. Okay, why is this a new level? Because it is previous highs from before, and it's a higher high continuation from a 786 golden pocket area. Okay, so we're looking for this to hold. Let's make it red so you guys can see it. We're looking for this to hold, double bottom continuation to the upside. That's what we're hoping for. If we lose this level here, if we do roll over, we're coming down to this level. We know we have massive support here. Right, 770, massive support here. However, this would be nice continuation as we were looking at on the 4 hour for that continuation back to the upside. Okay, definitely looking for that. But nonetheless, zooming in here on FIL, you want to see this hold. And right now, it's not looking too good. Okay, not looking too good. Let's see if it can hold this level and create what we talk about, higher highs, higher lows, continuation to the upside, and look for that retest, right? So you want to see this. hold, push up, and now you're looking for this move down. Okay, you're looking for this move down. This is going to be your entry. That's what you're looking for here for that continuation. Back up into this range and onwards and upwards, taking out highs along the way and continuing to work up and beyond. Okay, needs to take out this high. Needs to take out that high. Okay. I saw some random things in the chat. Maybe I saw 8 FET. I saw FET. We did FET yesterday. Okay, we had a couple areas, naked point of control, blasting right through that. FET to the downside. Coming back to key levels of support, okay? You lose this level, you're coming all the way down to $2. All the way down to $2. Okay? FET. FET, very aggressive downtrend. Could be that adoption of that AI stuff of all combining into one another with Ocean. Yeah, you're within a bounce area, so I would look for the bounce. And you clearly have volume here from this range here. So you clearly have a big spike of volume. You're at the lows of this range. So for me, it's looking for that swing failure and structure to the upside, breaking this downtrend and continuing onwards and upwards. We're at a very key level here. So look for Bitcoin to lead the way, and hopefully we can find some good old alpha on that. Now, I didn't see FIR, okay? Your bounce level is right here, 250. And look for what we've been talking about. You want to see that swing failure, continuation to the upside, taking out highs on your way up, right? So you want to take out this high and continue your work onwards and upwards, okay? What did I see? What else was in there? FIR. Just for you guys, we'll go to FIR. Are we looking at FIR now? You guys, I thought people were against buying real fur coats. FLR. Maybe I just said that on purpose to get engagement with the chat. I did it. I swear I did it, man. I swear I didn't. I swear I didn't. Okay? Flare. Flare. Okay, let's look at flare. I feel like I have to say it like that. Pulling volume across. Look at all the FLRs in the chat, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I didn't do it, okay? Whew. Okay, beautiful little uptrend here, guys. Looking for that continuation, new uptrend, new uptrend, new you, right? Putting in some work here, getting above within this big volume, okay? Look at this volume that was traded within here. This is your big volume zone, okay? As volume chops within here, you're looking for higher highs and higher lows, and you're looking for that continuation to the upside. You're in clearly a reversal, right? Why do we say that? It's because you've taken out the highs, okay? You've literally taken out these highs, so you were in a downtrend. Now you are in a uptrend, right? Taking out the high here. You're looking for the retest and continuation, right? Depending on how low you go, how low can you go? You're looking for that continuation. You jump. You can see money's coming back in on the 12. Very good sign. Okay, going to the 4 hour. Look at that scam, wiggity wick down to the downside, coming down to key level of support and resistance. Okay, very nice move. 4 hour looks a little bit overextended, can roll over. Okay, so that's where you're looking for that move and that continuation pattern. Okay, looking at this here. Whew, I see a nice little trend line here coming in here. Look for that to hold, okay, on this march upwards. Now let's see if we bounced off. Looks like a 786 bounce. Pull and swing low to swing high, right? 786 platinum pocket bounce continuation, okay? So for me, we've isolated price from previous resistances as well. So you can see that this is kind of where we would have been looking. So you can drag this along here and look for a continuation move to the upside. If you lose this level here, okay, I'm going to get rid of this one here. If you lose this level here, look to come back down 0.38. Look to come back down to 3.6, okay, 3.62. Okay, if you want to pull the MAC or a longer kind of fib from here. You go from swing low to swing high. And you can see that lines up quite nicely with this 3.9 area as well. So if you lose this little trend line here, you're coming down to 3.9. Look for that possible bounce from here and that continuation to the upside. If you lose that level, okay, we're watching Bitcoin, we're watching momentum. You're coming back down to the lower parts of this range, which is right around 35 cents, okay? So keep your eyes on the prize. Overall, looking pretty good. However, you want to see that beautiful structure continuing to form to the upside, right? So you are still making higher highs and higher lows. So you want to see that continuation. So your next order of business is to take out this high, putting in a higher high, and then looking for that retest continuation. And once you have this high and you start working your way down, you can pull a fib from swing low to swing high, and you can look for that bounce off the golden pocket or 382, depending on how aggressive you want to be, okay? And guys, you guys are incredible. I mean, I'm starving. I'm losing my voice. My body's not used to these streams. But you guys have put up with me. We've done two 2-hour live streams and we're ready to retire. And it's not April Fool's anymore. We had Trader Geo on, given so much alpha. We've had a great community. We've been crushing trades in the Discord. We're giving the trade setups in advance. We're helping you guys with your altcoins. Is there not anymore? Are you not entertained? I know you guys are entertained, and I know you guys appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for supporting the channel. We're looking for that bounce on Bitcoin, 65,200. Keep it in the back of your minds. Right now, chopping sideways, all that good stuff. But guys, thank you so much. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning for our update. Much love. Peace out. Have a great night.
On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. What you know about juice? Making the moves that flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios taking well over exceptional gain. I'm trapping this game, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pen full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an outer game with an auto flame. With a lot of hate, get about the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Grapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me for the TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto. 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 On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto.